All right, so here we are finishing example 2. So we're doing the same process that we did for example 1. We're writing the equations for the lines, and in this case we have 3 lines. So I'm going to start left to right. So I'm going to start with the blue line, and first we want to find the slope of that line. So slope is your y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so when we're finding the slope, we have our y values. So I'm going to do 4 minus negative 2. So that becomes a plus 2. And then we have negative 2 minus negative 4, which becomes a plus 4. So 4 plus 2 is 6 over negative 2 plus 4, which is 2, which gives me a slope of 3. Now I'm going to put it into point slope form. So we have y minus y1 equals n times x minus x1. So y stays the same, and then I pick one of those points. So I'm going to do this point right here, negative 2, 4. So y minus 4 equals the slope, which is 3, times x minus a negative 2. So we need to solve for y, so that means we're going to distribute that 3 to the x and the 2. So we have 3x plus 6, and then we have y minus 4. Now we're going to add that 4 to the other side. So y equals 3x plus 10. Now to remind you, you can always rewind the video and pause as you go along to make sure you understand. Okay? So that's our equation for the blue line. Now if you remember for the green line, it's a horizontal line, so that's just going to be an equation of a horizontal line is y equals just a number, no x. Okay, so we look at what our y value is, and our y value is 4, so for that part, y is going to equal 4, and that's the equation of the green line. So that one's not too bad. Then we want to find the equation of the red line. So, again, we're finding slope. So, slope, we have 2, 4, and 4, negative 2. So 4 minus a negative 2. And then we have 2 minus 4. So this is 6 over negative 2, which gives me a negative 3. So my slope is negative 3, and now I'm going to find my equation. So I'm going to plug it into that point slope form. So y minus, and I'll just use this coordinate here, a negative 2 equals my slope times x minus that other point, that other coordinate, the x coordinate, 4. All right, now we distribute the negative 3, so we get negative 3x plus 12, and we have y plus 2. So subtract the 2, so we get y equals a negative 3x plus 10. So now we have our 3 equations. We're going to put them all together and come up with our where we want it to be evaluated at. So we have f of x, and we're putting it into piecewise. So blue, green, red. So we have 3x plus 10, 4, and a negative 3x plus 10. Okay. So we go back up to our graph, and we notice on this one that the blue line touches the green line, and the green line touches the red line. So what that means is those are still our breaking points. Those are still where we change our lines. Okay, so those are our x values. X is negative 2 there, and x is 2. But in the equation, you just pick one of them to have the equal sign and the other one to not have the equal sign. Okay, so for the blue line, we want all of our x values that are to the left of negative 2. So that's less than negative 2. So we want x's less than negative 2. So now we just have to pick one of them. The next one is going to have negative 2. So we are going to either put an equal sign here or at the other spot. It doesn't matter which one, you just don't want them at both spots. Okay? So The next one is just the green line, and it doesn't go on forever, so it's going to have two boundaries, -2 to 2. So we're going from -2 less than x less than 2. And so we don't want an equal to sign by the -2, but we could put one at the other one. It just depends on what you want to do. If you want to leave them both without equal signs, then you put the equal sign in the third equation. Now the red one goes from 2 to the right, so those are x's that are greater than 2. X's are greater than 2, and we already have the equal sign in the second line, so we don't need it in the third. So you just pick which one you want. So whenever something meets at another line, you put the equal sign in one or the other. It doesn't matter which one you put it in. Okay, so that is that example. So hopefully that helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or come in before school or ask me on Tuesday.